guys, I'm Shar.
Hey, I'm Ari, and today we want to talk to you guys about the rise in plastic production and pollution during this COVID-19 pandemic, and ways you can make a difference.
As I'm sure we've all noticed, we can't bring in our reusable bags to the grocery stores right now, and the bulk sections are closed off, and we can't really use our reusable mugs at coffee shops either.
Yep. However, we have thought of a few ways that you can still reduce your plastic consumption during this pandemic. To start off, I want to talk to you guys about plastic and why it matters. So first off, a lot of people think plastic can be recycled an infinite amount of times, and that's actually not true. Plastic most of the time can just be recycled around 2 to 3 times, and after that, it's thrown in the landfill forever. And then after thousands of years, does it decompose? No. Plastic does not break down, it breaks up. So it breaks up into little pieces called microplastics, and microplastics are really bad for the environment and in turn can be detrimental to human health.
Exactly. And another reason why plastic pollution is so important to us humans is because plastic pollution is really toxifying and destroying our oceans. And our ocean actually produces between 50 to 70% of the oxygen that we breathe. So if we don't have a healthy ocean, we don't have healthy air for us to breathe.
So super important.
Definitely. So the first thing we want to talk to you guys about are masks. Everybody has a mask right now, it's the pandemic, but a lot of people are using these single-use plastic masks. You've probably seen them, they're the blue ones that are surgical masks. Why are these bad? Because one, like we said, they're made of plastic, and we just mentioned why plastic's so bad, so we're trying to avoid that. And two, they're single-use, so not only are they plastic, but you're only using one time and they're throwing away, so it's just such a waste of materials.
Such a waste.
Such a waste. But there's an easy solution, it's just buying a reusable cloth masks. There are so many different types out there, and just by having a cloth mask, it's so much more sustainable because you're going to wash it and reuse it over and over and over.
Yep.
And then we're just going to link down below some companies that are creating sustainable masks for pretty affordable prices, so you can check out which one's your favorite and maybe buy one of those.
Yeah, check out that link below. Alright, so our second tip for you guys is talking about reusable water bottles versus single-use plastic water bottles. So first off, I want to give you guys a couple of facts of why plastic water bottles are bad for the environment and they're contributing to plastic production pollution.
Yep.
So bottling water requires 17 million barrels of oil annually to produce the water bottles, and then a bottling process itself causes 2.5 million tons of carbon dioxide to be released into the atmosphere each year. Now, I wanted to get that statistic. You can see that I'm looking at my notes. It's very important to know these facts of what contribution these water bottles are adding to the climate crisis.
Exactly.
So secondly, we wanted to just say also that there is a cost effectiveness to reusable water bottles.
Yeah, the average American buys $266 worth of plastic water bottles every year. So not only is this bad for the environment, it's bad for your budget as well.
Yeah, I mean, $266 may not sound like a lot to some people annually, but added up for your whole life, you could be saving around $17,000, depending how long you live for.
Give or take, yeah. Even it could be more if you really use multiple water bottles every day.
Alright, so Sean and I wanted to show you guys our water bottles. So this one I've had for probably many years, 3 years or so at least now, and it's by the brand Contigo. I really like the shape, the size, it just works for me, and comes with a nice little straw.
Yep, and mine is by Takaya. Mine is a stainless steel bottle, so it's nice and insulated and keeps water cold throughout the day. It's a little bit larger of a size, but I really love it. And then thirdly, we're going to talk about refill stores. Refill stores might be something you've never heard of before, but they are a great option when you're trying to live a sustainable or eco-friendly lifestyle. Basically, the premise of a refill store is that they have a bunch of items, like household items, things like shampoo, conditioner, hand soap, household cleaners, and all these things are in bulk. So the idea behind it is that you bring a container and then refill it in the store. And by doing this, you're avoiding any unnecessary plastic, and you're reusing your containers.
Yep, so I wanted to show you guys some of ours. This is an old jar that we happen to have. Maybe it was pickles, I'm not sure. And I put some sunscreen in that, and that we got from the refill store. We have this tiny little jar that we also reused, and I put some facial moisturizer in that, also from the refill store.
Yeah, and then sometimes you might find something like this in a refill store, and this is a stainless steel bottle with a pump on it. So this came with a hand and body soap, and it was awesome because I was looking for a body soap for the shower, and this bottle is great because we can reuse it over and over and over. And so yeah, you just bring it there and fill it up. It's a real simple process.
Yeah. Alright, so our fourth tip is talking about grocery stores. So when you go to grocery stores, Shar and I have figured out a way to reduce our plastic there, and one way we do that is reducing the bags we use there. So even though we can't bring in our reusable bags right now, we don't use the plastic single-use produce bags, nor the single-use plastic checkout bags, or even the paper ones. We find we just don't need them. We load everything into the cart. We don't use the produce bags. We just put all the produce in the cart or in the little trolley and go to the checkout, pay for everything, put it back in the cart, and then go to our car and load everything up into the car into reusable bags. It's really easy. It may add like 3 minutes to your day, but we all have that extra time, right?
And at first, stuff like this probably just seems like a nuisance, but actually it's quite simple, and we don't even think about using the bags anymore because it's just part of our routine. So yeah. And then lastly, the tip to getting groceries is try and go to your farmers markets. Farmers markets, are an awesome way to not only find really good produce, but avoid tons of unnecessary plastic. The majority of the produce that you're going to get is not covered in plastic or wrapped at all. So it's a great way to just completely or almost completely avoid that plastic.
Yep.
And our last and fifth tip for you guys is how to get your to-go food. This is very simple. When you get to-go food, simply ask for no bag and no utensils. We have these handy dandy things. Here's one. It's a little bag. Mine's a watermelon. And basically it's a compact bag, and it comes out, and voila, you have a little to-go bag. So instead of that plastic bag that people normally hand out, you have this reusable to-go bag. And then the other thing are these awesome little reusable bamboo cutlery. We've had these for quite some time, and they've become so useful to me. I've used them for a couple years when I was in school, and now for sure when we're getting to-go food, because you just don't need that plastic cutlery. You just always got your bamboo fork, knife, and spoon. It's good to go.
Okay guys, well I think that's our video. Thanks so much for watching, and we just want to end this video with a positive note and just say we're not perfect at all. We still buy things in plastic. We're just looking for ways to reduce our plastic consumption every day. If you guys have any tips you want to share in the comments about reducing plastic, please share.
We'd love to hear any of those. We're always trying to improve ourselves, so
yeah, definitely.
Again, give yourself grace, and it's not about perfection, it's just about trying your best.
Yeah, and below we're going to link a couple articles if you guys are interested about the plastic water bottles and about plastic reduction and pollution. So check down below if you guys want to read those articles.
And please like and subscribe, and then click that little bell because it's going to alert you when we upload our next video.
Bye!
Bye!